What up, YouTube? Thank you for tuning back into the channel. I want to do a quick what sold. I said I was going to do this every week back in the beginning when I started doing resolds, but I never do. I just do them every now and then. Thought I'd go over stuff that sold over the weekend. Had an okay weekend. I think it's important to see or tell people what you sold and the different types of stuff that you sell. Just because, I mean, when people's out, they might see it and grab it. And I know me, I'm a visual guy, so if I see something on a what sold and I'm out in the yard sale and maybe like, oh man, I saw that at blah 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 blah, I grab it. So I said I'm gonna start doing more. Now I'm not the nurse flipper. I don't sell 10 15 things a day. You know, I have good and bad days. This weekend was okay for me because I know the more I put into it, the more I get out of it. And from what I'm putting into it, I think I'm right on level on what everything's supposed to do. So yes, without further ado, how you say that? Without further ado, whatever. Bruh. If this is your first time tuning into my channel, I'm a part-time reseller. I go to thrift stores, estate sales, places like that. Buy it for low, try to sell it a little higher. You understand what I'm saying? If you like stuff like that, subscribe. All right, I'm about to get into it. I'm gonna answer a question at the end because I've been getting asked this the last couple of weeks ever since eBay came out with their, we'll talk about that later. And yeah, so let's go do some stuff. First thing I sold, and I'm gonna take out with me to get this, is a LL Bean jacket. I just got this last week at an estate sale. Let's see if I can find it. Right here. It's a brown LL Bean jacket, extra large. The comps was only going for $40, but me, being that it was winter, I put $64.99 plus shipping. With everything, when it's all said and done, the buyer was about, golly, let me straighten y'all out. When it was all said and done, the buyer was about $76.98 into the whole jacket. Pretty good sale. I would have kept this for myself, actually. You know what I'm saying? Your boy be getting jazzy, going out with the wifey every now and then, but it's extra large, and I'm a large. Can't be out there looking all bad and stuff. You know what I'm saying? This ain't the 90s. Nope. Second thing I sold, and I got to take y'all with me again. I wasn't going to take y'all with me, but, you know, stuff. I'm selling clothes. Just let me say that. And I'm going to tell you why here in a few. I sold a, where's it at? Vintage Jazzercise. Where's it at? Where's it at? Here you go. I sold a vintage Jazzercise sweatshirt. Hope y'all can hear me. I got my directional mic. Vintage Jazzercise sweatshirt. Let me put it down so y'all can see. Oh, bruh. Look, I'm about to mess up my whole stand. Okay, vintage Jazzercise sweatshirt. It actually sold for $29.99 plus shipping. I got this at a yard sale last week or maybe the week before. Sold pretty quick in a couple of weeks. That was a great buy. I only paid, I think, 50 cents for that. And what I was gonna say earlier, you know, every now and then when you post something and it's up for a while. Now these happen to not be up for a while, but I end up changing these too. But what I did is I went back and re-looked at some stuff and kind of figure out what the market changes all the time. So it's important sometimes to go back, look at what you got stuff listed at, look at what the market's doing, and maybe make some adjustments. What made me do this is I was watching, shout out to Craigslist Hunter. He had a video maybe yesterday or the day before where he pulled some stuff and relisted it, different prices. Some prices he went up on, some prices he went down on, and he sold them the same day. And I've heard this before. I already knew to do this, but you know, when you just trying to list, you forget about the previous stuff. And it's important for you new guys out there and some people who's been doing it for a while, sometimes to just go back, especially if you're having bad sales, and just relist stuff. Not relist, well, you can relist it if you want to, but maybe change up the prices. Maybe you might just be too high, and that's the reason why. Maybe you might be too low. You might want to raise it up. I mean, it just depends. You know, if you're too low, sometimes buyer will be like, well, why is he selling that so low? Something must be wrong with it. So you want to be right in that price margin to where it sells. And I did that with that, and they sold like maybe within a day or two. So yes, shout out to me for changing that in Craigslist Hunter, Pete. I also sold a weatherproof gutter mount compatible like camera mount, something for a video camera, and I just took 15 minutes of my life looking for it and I can't find it. Bruh. I think it's at home. I think I know exactly where it is. I hate that. I've been putting everything on a custom SKU, and that was before that, so some of that stuff I have problems finding and it kills me. Anyway, let's get into the next one. Sold a zombie double tap. Hold up, let me get that. I knew exactly where that was because that's where my DVD is. Zombie Double Tap is the DVD, sealed. It actually sold for $12.99, free shipping. Sold fairly quick. I just got this last week. Sealed DVDs, no matter what they are, get them because they always sell for a little bit. Easy ship, get it. Next, I sold this vintage alligator. Let me get it. Ha, ha, ha. Look at that. Bruh. I remember I got this. I've been having this for a little while and it finally sold. I got a bunch of offers for it, like lowball offers. But I just didn't accept them and just kept holding on to it. And it actually sold for $24.99. I got this and a lot with some other toys and stuff. And so I'm like pennies into this and turned into $25 per shipping. Yes, sir. God, shipping was $8 on this. I was going priority. But that's probably why I didn't sell as fast. But somebody really wanted it. This is 1996 Club Earth. Little thingamabob. I don't know what that is. I guess somebody's going to play with their kids with that. I sold my first patch out of that patch slide I just got last video. Was it last video? And look how small the one that I sold is. It says OB on it. A little small piece of 1940s era US Navy. And it sold for $10.99 plus shipping. The buyer's about $16 into it when it's all said and done. That's pretty good. I did a lot of auctions, so I still got a lot of auctions up. They got bids and stuff on it, so I'm gonna do fairly well with that patch lot. It's gonna be like a long haul type of thing. I'm not trying to sell too fast. Doing a lot of 7, 5, and listing them every couple of days, so I won't have as many. And I think I'm gonna do pretty good with that lot. So shout out for me for going out on a whim and getting that lot. Next thing I sold is, I'm gonna show you just real quick. Is a New England. This is a New England on the front. Then it says it's a Carhartt toboggan, but it got New England Patriots on it. I sold 2 of these past weekends, and they got killed this weekend. So I don't know if it's just some true fans out there, if somebody had a bet or what, but it sold for $18.99, free shipping. This costs $2.80 to ship. Yeah, so these always do good. I have New England and a couple other teams, and I think New England's all I got left. So when Tom Brady left, I guess all the New England fans left with him because they stopped buying my toboggans. But now that when they won a couple games, they start buying them again. This week they lost, so I don't know. Sold some Messmaker. Sold for $29.98 plus shipping. 2 of them. Paid about $1.50 a piece for these. I'm about $3 into it, so $3 to $30. You can't beat that. Sold a hat. Who says that all the time? A vintage Cincinnati Reds hat. It's a pretty nice one. It actually sold the same day that I posted it, which is, you know how it is. When you sell something the same day, you think you sold it too low, but I think I was pretty good with it. It sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Buyers about $25.42 into it. Great ship. I love these patches and hats like that. They're so easy to ship. I'm at the point now to where that's how I'm sourcing easy ship stuff because I got a full-time job, and spending an hour on packing a VCI or something like that, it don't take an hour, but spending that long to pack something is ridiculous in my eyes, unless you're selling it for a couple hundred. A lot of these other ones I gotta go home to get, so I'm about to pack these up and then go home and get all these, pack them up at home and then send them. I sold another hat. It's a National Rifle Association hat. I listed that at the same time I sold that, listed that Cincinnati Bengals hat. Cincinnati Reds hat. Really listed this one too low. I don't know what I was thinking. I sold it for $12.99 plus ship. Sold some stockings made by Hugh. I got these at Gimme 5 for I think $2. They sold for $12.99 plus ship. And I sold a hat. I sold a hat with a face shield on it. I don't know if you know what that. I just happened to find that in the Gimme 5 store. I bought that on $1 a day, and it actually sold on sale for $9.80. So some Cummins turbo diesel Ram plates, emblems that go on a truck, I'm guessing, a 3500 truck. They sold for $18.99, free ship. And last but not least, I sold a patch, an Alabama State Porks patch. Actually, 2 patches. Alabama State Porks patch went for $11.99. And sold a Tom's Man's Fishing Lure patch. It sold for $11.99 as well, plus ship on both of those. Fourth quarter's coming up. Stuff is starting to ramble up slowly but surely. I'm taking a little better look on my store as far as setting sales, readjusting stuff. Just paying attention instead of setting it and forgetting it. I'm actually going back in and doing some stuff. And that's stuff I never did before. After I listed, I kind of forget about it. But now, you know, when I have extra time, I go at it, look at what's going on, look at some comps every now and then. Maybe cancel the listing, re-upload it. What is that? Relist it. What am I talking about? Re-upload it. Thinking about YouTube. And I just think that's important sometimes, because sometimes you just need a fresh look, maybe a fresh picture. I mean, it's a bunch of stuff that maybe way back then, you might have took some bad pictures. You didn't have the equipment, but now you might have the equipment now. Picture's 1,000 words, so if your picture's bad, you're not gonna sell it. Anyway, let me pack this stuff up, get home, and talk about a couple things. All right, so I got a few shoes. The reason I showed those shoes is because I've been getting asked this question a lot, and basically what I think about eBay's new authentication system, for those of y'all who don't know about the authentication system, is basically, it's basically eBay's coming up with this system to where if you buy a shoe that's over $100, they're gonna send it to some type of authorization. They do that with watches now. If you buy a watch that's over $2,000, you gotta send it somewhere. They check up the watch to let you know if it's real or not real. And I think with that, and I'm kind of freestyling here, so don't take all this as gospel, but I think with that, like if it is fake, the seller gotta pay like a shipping fee or something like that, not sure. But they want to do this with shoes too, because eBay sells like something like 6 million shoes a year. It's crazy. It might be billion now I think about it. But they sell some crazy amount of shoes, and they sold more in the past, but being that companies like StockX, GOAT, those are actually the major hype beast shoe markets to sell shoes on their site. They have this authorization system, so eBay was trying to pick it up to give people kind of peace of mind when they buying shoes that's over $100. Now, the problem with that is, who are these people checking the shoes? You know, do you go, or do you have to get some type of college degree, some type of classes to be able to authenticate? Is that how you say it? Authenticate this system? I've been buying shoes for a long time. Like, I've been collecting since 2000. Matter of fact, this is a pair of 2001 Jordans right here that I bought myself, and I've been having them, never worn since 2001. Never worn. Never? Anyway, so I've been doing it for a while, and it's so hard right now to tell you if a shoe is real or not. I mean, the fakes, the people making these fakes are making them better than the real ones. I mean, Nike has flaws and stuff like that all the time, glue marks, stitching messed up, all kinds of stuff. And then a company over in China will make fake ones, and they'll be better than the real ones. So it's no way to tell. I mean, there's certain things, easy things that you can tell, but there's no way 100% to tell if they're fake or not. Only person that probably can tell you if they're fake or not are the people who are actually stitching up the shoes over in China. And if it ain't them, then I don't know who it is, because I've seen a lot of videos, and you can find them on YouTube, of people knowing that these shoes are fake, and they'll go and try to sell them to the StockX or the GOAT or whoever, and they will make it through the system. So even though this is actually happening, and don't get me wrong, something is better than nothing, but it's not 100%. So people ask me about it. It's okay, but it's not 100%. Like, let's say I was that guy that was doing the authorization, or I don't know how to say a word. It's all kinds of words. Authentications, authentics. Let's say I was that guy that was checking the shoes, all right? And I was having a bad day, and I'm just like, oh, it's good, oh, it's good, oh, it's good. That's all I would have to do, you know? There's no class or no college or no anything for somebody to have in order to get that job. So I see what eBay's doing. They already took the step of eliminating all the final value fees if you buy a shoe that is over $100. And I'm not gonna lie, that actually made me start selling shoes on eBay again because of that final fee thing. Because StockX and GOAT and all these other companies, they charge an arm and a leg, yes, right, just to sell a shoe. So that was big on eBay's doing. This is another step in the right direction. I'm not mad at it, but it's not 100%. It's not foolproof. Yeah, I guess that's all I could say about that for the people who's asking me about it. With all that being said, y'all like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Peace.